cash.
Finding a place and locking them in. WNBA is about to begin. Gotta trust the process if you wanna win, cause just cash is back. You better tell your friends when Angel Reese walks in a bar with Asia Wilson and Caitlin Clark. These bookies don't know where to start. We be killing them all, tearing them apart. They can't mess with us, they can't mess with you. And I'm never gonna cuss cause I love you too. Hit thumbs up if you want good luck. Girls thinking that we fresh and they
Are we back? Are we live? What's up, E?
Yo, what's good? Welcome back, fam. We are, in fact, live. Coming back to get about the business on this off day. Gotta say, a little bit of a break in between. Love to see that, especially after Mother's Day. Shout out to all the moms out there. Welcome back, baby. We got a new intro. We're feeling fresh, coming off of a stellar 10-1 weekend. Joined as always, Underrated. What's good, man? How are you? How was that weekend?
10-1. I mean, 10-1. Should we say it again? 10-1. We got 3 days down of WNBA so far. If you joined us in the Discord, you're up big money. You probably paid for your whole season because we have a nice WNBA season-long discount for a nice price of $99.95, under $100. The entire season with us, and you probably won all that this weekend. Let's get it, E.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, unbelievable weekend. And this isn't even also showing any of the live bets that we have or all the stuff that we talked about. I mean, I think maybe out of like roughly the 20, 30 props that we talked about, maybe 2 of them missed. But yeah, I mean, we were just saucing it up all weekend and just unbelievable. Love to see it. Love to see it. Also got our free walk up with our first full unit play. Shout out Diamond Miller. Even with Coach trying to pull the shenanigans, not playing her at all in the second quarter, came through for us in a big way. So love to see it. Love to see it. And we got a couple plays already on the radar. Smaller slate tomorrow. We got 3 games. And it's, I think it's an interesting slate all in all. A couple lines that are a little bit higher, a couple of moving pieces that we'll talk about. But got some pretty good value looking at Odyssey Sims and Olivia Miles. I know, unfortunately, Miles did go over her assist rating, but we took a shot, We took a shot, and I think it was a pretty fair one at that. But she showed us, and we saw the results, and I think with the first game, at least small sample size, albeit, but still after what we saw in the first game, there's some value here between these 2 plays. So we're going to talk about that. If you guys made some money with us or just love that new intro, make sure to hit that like button down below. As he mentioned, we are running season passes, but we're also still rolling out 7-day free trials. So make sure you guys hit that like down below, subscribe if you're new here, turn the noties on, and check out the links to the Discord and get that 7-day free trial. All right. So anyways, oh, yeah, man. And shout out to you, that fourth quarter play last night. I know Alyssa Thomas made us sweat out that last little bucket there because she couldn't hit her free throws. But still, that was a nice little cherry on top for the night. So love to see it. I think we had 2 or 3 live plays, at least 2, right?
Yeah, I think we hit 2 out of 3. What's that?
Yeah, we hit the Sykes and JJ live unders and then that fourth quarter prop. And I think there was some second half something, but I mean, hey, Vegas second half unders. I mean, the blowout situation, we know what that looks like. I mean, Asia both nights was pretty easy, but interesting. Hey, we made some money, man. I'm feeling good about that.
Yeah. They had a bunch of little props that were just messed up. Made it real easy for us, man. If you're on top of it, if you understand WNBA, you know the players, you know the teams, you know what they're going to do, you know how the blowouts are, you know how the back-to-backs are. Bookies weren't ready. We made them pay, and here we are, bro. It's a lot of green and 1 little red there, and can't beat them, join them. Olivia Miles, come on over. We're going over her tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Yeah, the goggles looked very impressive. I mean, I had a lot of high hopes for her. going into this first game with the preseason looks that we saw. But she looked phenomenal, played exactly how we kind of scripted it up. She loves to crash into the mid-range action, trying to get to the free throw line and then kick it out for open shooters. But, she came with it. I do like a good mixed bag shooter. We're talking a player who gets to the line, shoots threes, and also has just a good floor game. But the minutes, also looked really great. She played, 34 minutes?
34 minutes, man. And she had 2 fouls in the first quarter, I saw. So 34 minutes with 2 fouls in the first quarter? Might she play even more next game? Wow, 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 wow. Dope.
Yeah, and I think, honestly, this, from what we saw out of the team as a whole, is something that could be a little bit more subject to change. Courtney Williams, obviously, I'm not expecting her to go out and shoot the ball 18 times a night. She's going to have her flash in the pan. She'll have her usage, but she should still be one of the primary point guards for the team. So if anything, McBride, she looked pretty normal. I would expect somewhere between the 12 to 15 attempts range. But for Miles, this is something I think totally doable for her, sticking around that 12 to 16 field goal attempts range. And really the only other person you would have to kind of worry about would be Natasha Howard if she soaks up a little bit of usage. But we did see a lot of pick and roll between her and Courtney, so I do think that trade-off will happen a little bit more often where Howard scores or takes more attempts in general, and we see Courtney Williams kind of dial it back a little bit. But, all in all, this team not really offering much support off the bench. You're not really that concerned as far as who's going to come in and take minutes from her, especially in her particular position on the team. She just should be able to go out and play hefty minutes every night, barring any kind of foul trouble or even blowouts. I will say there's some kind of unknowns with the blowout situation. How many minutes could she realistically get out there? But there's nothing to say, of all the starters, for her to play closer to 30 minutes above anybody else. I could totally see it. There's no reason that McBride or Williams should be out there with the scrubs. So she's also very capable for a point guard and could run that second unit, no problem. But all in all, you're very impressive. Again, having 14 field goal attempts, I like to see that. Anytime that somebody's prop is going to be the same as their field goal volume, you got to have a lot of interest in it. But then you also just, look at the in general usage that we had from the team, which I think is pretty well going to be about the same case every night. She had 26% just behind Courtney Williams, who had 27 flat. And Howard, who had a little bit more on the usage side, but I think that's just more so from the rebounding aspect of it. And had a lot of turnovers too, so they kicked her rating up a little bit. But still, assist rating was pretty stout. 47% is unbelievable, especially for what should be the secondary playmaker. So that'll level out a little bit more. Courtney Williams probably comes up closer to 40% there. But Courtney was quite the nuisance on the rebounding aspect, so I don't know if I want to rely on that. Plus, there's, the fact that Dorka could also be back for this game too. Just, keep that in the back of your head. But the scoring upside, I think, is very much so here for her. Phoenix looked very suspect from three. They just got absolutely torched by Golden State. And I think that's going to be one of the ways that we saw, again, from last year to beat them. Phoenix was a very stout team inside the paint. They did not give up many opportunities. We saw Asia held down pretty well. Alyssa Smith had herself a game, I get that. But, the main star would be in Asia. Very drawn-back game. And this could be pretty well the same situation. No fly zone inside the paint, so Miles is going to be looking to kick it out there. And then the free throw upside potential, I think, is still something that's pretty impressive. Bonner's not playing exactly the best defense right now, and then they're just surrounded by a bunch of younger castmates, so you don't really have that vetted experience outside of Bonner, AT, and Copper. And I do feel like Copper likely going to stick on McBride a little bit more. But even if she picks up Olivia, I'm not too mad at that, honestly. Her defense hasn't looked exceptional so far to start the season. Small sample, yes, I get all that. But I love the minutes. I like the volume. I think the usage rating should still be there for us. And as long as she just doesn't get into foul trouble or this game is a total blowout, looking for 31 to 34 minutes, 12 to 15, maybe even 12 to 16 field goal attempts, and, at least 5 assists. We'll take 5.
Bro, 16 potential assists, huge, right? 10 for Courtney, 16 for Olivia. No Feezy. They don't got anyone else. She's number 1 in minutes, number 2 in usage, if not number 1 this time coming up. How can you not love 19.5 PA? That's all I know. How?
Yeah, man. I think it's still a really sharp look. And again, she should just be able to go out, play hefty minutes, and the team continue to develop her because, the offense as a whole is going to look a lot different with Easy back regardless. So it doesn't really make much of a difference as far as who's taking more field goal attempts or who's playmaking more. But you mentioned the potentials too. 16 is very impressive. And even still, let's say those numbers even out a little bit more and it's like 16 for Courtney and only 12 for Miles. Well, I mean, that's still pretty good. That's no slouch. That's right there on our 2-to-1 ratio. So the also considering the fact that likely if she's kicking it out, it's going to either be going to McBride or Williams by and large. And this matchup's going to be a lot better for the 3-point shooting. So we did see McBride somewhat kind of held in check this last game, and Williams was able to light it up from the floor. But now this time, if McBride's getting a little bit more involved from 3, there should be assists from her.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go, Goggle Girl. Let's go. Rookie of the year, Ayo says. Sean's here, too. Sean said he's first. Cam said W is back. Let's go. Ayo says E-Money. Let's effing go. Undertaker underrated beats. Let's effing go. Sauce. Bookie's bending over, he says. Woo, wow. Okay, Bookie's bending over. He said, how do you say her name? Nojic? No, I know that's wrong. That was an American terrible pronunciation.
No jig, something like that, honestly. Yeah, we talked about her, man. I'm mad I didn't pull the trigger on that.
Man, she hit those threes like it was nothing. She just chip, 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 chip. Like she was the best 3-point shooter in the league or something. Paid off dreams. What's up, bro?
Yeah. And now, I mean, that's going to come back down to earth. Like, let's not kid ourselves. There's no way she's going to go out and go 5 of 5 and then turn around and go 4 or 5. So there will be a little bit of leveling out. But, man, her initial line was at 7.5, and I'm so mad I didn't just go with it. Especially Golden State, man. The same formula from last year. We had it to a T. They're going to be one of the best paint defenses, and they are going to just give up the number 1, number 2 amount of threes. It's the same defense from last year.
Yeah. Good start to the season, man. Bookies aren't really on top of stuff quite yet. They're leaving some holes open for us. So, we're going to take advantage. Look at AT, man, up to 17.5. She is chucking this. I mean, she was doing it last year, too. 17.5 is pretty crazy, though.
Yeah, and I mean, going up against Golden State, too. Both and Mac had a pretty solid game. So,
Go ahead.
I was going to say we'll see that level out a little bit, though. I mean, AT's kind of an exception for a paint scorer, but I do feel pretty confident Golden State is going to be quite the same as last year.
Yeah. AT, man, 17.5. I don't want to go under because she's going to have the ball in her hands the whole entire game, and then she's going to get fouled at the end, and we know how that goes. But damn, that's high. If we had some alt unders, man, oh man, I'd be hitting that 19.5 at 0.8 right now. But oh well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the problem is, I think this is a plus and a minus for consideration. The problem is Copper has just been really, really mid, and I mean, kind of downright bad this last game. So removing Satu from the team to begin with, and then basically taking away Copper. And I will say Bonner, shout out to Bonner. She's been playing some reasonable ball, but not having Copper doing her thing. I mean, AT's usage rating is like 40%, like just something ridiculous.
Yeah, AT's mad. She wants to be MVP. If only she could shoot. Oh well.
Yeah, she's still struggling a little bit at the free throw line, so hoping AT will clean that up. But usage rating is pretty ridiculous. I did see also the PRA was quite high. I mean, the fact that she's at 9.5 assists and rebounds is pretty absurd. Yeah, 9.5 for each of them.
23 potentials last game. She's back to her old AT.
Oh yeah, man, that facilitating is unbelievable right now, and also considering the fact that one Nojic shooting the lights out; those are high conversions, but also they're basically without any of their other actual point guards or stand-in point guards, if you will. So it's all falling on her right now.
Okay.
Alrighty, well, let's keep it rolling. We got Odyssey Sims here. We're looking at this under 4 assists for a variety of reasons. One, Prizepicks is the only site that has her at this line for whatever reason. The few books that are offering her, they have her at 2.5 assists right now. So this feels like quite a jump. I'll sweat out her getting 5 assists to actually beat us. But the matchup, not the best. I mean, Dallas plays at a pretty fast pace, yes, but Atlanta pretty solid against the assist and playmaking upside. Looking at Courtney Williams here this last game, she had a pretty reasonable game overall, but obviously Olivia Miles kind of burned us. I think we see that level out a little bit here. I mean, honestly, Atlanta just looked terrible in the first half. That first quarter in particular was pretty pathetic on defense. So they'll lock in a little bit of that. We'll get the kinks worked out. But this potentials we saw was only 3 potentials this last game? 3 or 4?
3. Yep, 3. Good old 3.
3?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously we knew Flood going there was going to not really mess up, but change the dynamics of the offense. Now, Flood didn't really play that many minutes because Sims was playing unbelievable and shot the lights out this last game. Also, I will say, side note, keep in the back of your head, Sims does this every year. She scores really big, and then she just takes a huge step back on offense. We've also haven't seen Alana Smith not in foul trouble, too, so that's kind of something. And then Maddie this last game had an unbelievable start. She was 3 of 5 in the first half and then took 2 field goal attempts the rest of the game. So just completely fell off the face of the earth with that usage-wise. And they ran a pretty tight rotation, I will say. But the, one other biggest factor was Jessica Shepard. That was something that we talked about at great length in the preseason streams was she's an RA getter and very, very capable of being a secondary playmaker. So factor all that in, and still, Alana, yes, her assists were somewhat, I feel like, kept in check, but she's also, again, with the foul trouble. That's another player that could take a huge step forward in being a secondary playmaker. So, Paige, Shepard, Smith, and Fudd off the bench, any of those players
and Enrique be passing too.
Sorry. Yeah, Enrique was pretty ball hog and quite dominant this last game. So, I mean, you have a lot of hands in the cookie jar, and this team does a lot of second passes. So you could get a drawback from that every now and again. But by design, I mean, she's kind of more of a scorer right now. And personally, I think that was something that she thrived in a lot more is, somebody who can shoot the 3 and get to the free throw line and just be able to add another slasher to get to the basket for this team. And it works really well. I mean, you think about it with the 2 bigs that they have right now, running just a lot of pick and rolls and trying to draw fouls and trying to, make lanes to the basket makes a lot of sense. And the potentials, doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So all that together, still not really sure where they're coming up with 4 at, but I would almost guarantee this goes down to like a 3.5 line somewhere else. I can't imagine this is 3.5 heavy juice anywhere. So It's a weird line. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either, man. Was it 5.5 last game? Is that what it was?
No, I mean, Paige was and still is at 5.5, so there's no way she was. I mean, at best, maybe it was at 3.5, but I mean, dog, look at this. Even Hard Rock, they don't even know what's going on. They have her at 5.5 or minus 175 for the over. Like that, none of this makes any sense.
Oh wow, very interesting, but obviously very telling. No under available, as those type of plays are sometimes. So they're giving us that crazy value. I mean, look at that. Like you said, Paige had 9 potentials. Shepard had 9 potentials. Enrique had 7. Alana Smith had 4 in her low little 20 minutes. And then Sims only had 3. So she has to get 5 assists to beat us on Prizepicks. We have to take our chances. We have to.
Yeah, 100%. It just doesn't make any sense, and we've seen and talked about Prizepicks kind of being the front runner for actually putting the props out first. And so far to start the season, there's been a great many of props like this, like Johnson, like Diamond, all these random props that they're adding first, and then the other books are kind of following along in suit. A lot of those have been wrong. So this could easily be one we're looking back at tomorrow and being like, I can't believe this was opened at 4 because it's at 2.5 now.
I think that's going to happen too. I don't see why it wouldn't, because we saw that last year with college basketball. Underdog and Prizepicks would throw up lines before books, and then they'll have to switch them. Underdog more than Prizepicks, so this is kind of rare for Prizepicks to do it, but we will take it. We will take it.
Yeah. Now, another thing to kind of consider, I know her 10.5 points is probably on quite a few people's minds, especially after what we saw this last game. But do keep in mind, Paige was pretty reserved this last game. That was some of the lowest usage I've seen out of her in a hot minute. Her only 17% in total is very, very low. So I do expect Enrique to kind of level out a little bit there. Some of that's going to funnel out to Alana Smith in a small regard. But there could be a huge difference in Paige and her usage overall. She was able to stay out on the court for a pretty decent amount of time, which I will say also, only 25 minutes. So it's not exactly like she was a lock to stay out on the court for a lot. I know she had 5 fouls, but still, coach could easily play some of these other players. Between the three of these, shout out to Zaya James. She's playing some hella good basketball right now. So this is a player that can come in, take minutes from her. Maddie could come back in that. And then any night that Zaya James is playing really good, Azzy Flood's playing really good, she's going to come in and take minutes from her there as well. So it's a lot of moving parts here, but if Sims is not coming out having a really good game, she's likely going to play somewhere in that 20 to 22 minutes, and that's going to get filtered out to the backups.
Let's get it, man.
I like it. And hey, if you guys got any comments, questions, anything like that, make sure to throw them down below. We'll check it out. Like I said, this slate does feel a little weird, so not super excited about a lot of stuff on it, but there is some maybes, some potentials, and then these two plays that I think we feel pretty solid about. I am fully expecting Miles to be at 20.5 on all sites, likely tomorrow. I think Prizepicks is the only one that has her factually just at 20.5, but you can't get the 19.5 on Underdog. TK, Bet365, and I don't think FanDuel has that just yet.
All right. Big Sean says Angel Reese offensive rebounds.
Yeah, I figured that one was going to be kind of a popular take. I know 4.5 is a very appealing line. Now, we did cover this last slate with Dallas. They're not a team that traditionally gives up a lot of rebounds, and I believe Boston had a somewhat underwhelming game, if I'm not mistaken, because she was very popular this last game. Ended with 4 rebounds. Yeah, that's what I thought. The matchup is not great. Now, again, Alana Smith not being able to play full minutes is something, but Dallas, over most of last year, they just did not give up a lot of rebounding. Now, what they do give up is the number 1 points inside the paint. They are giving up some hella points inside the paint. This was something they pretty well skirted with top 4, top 5 all last year too, so no surprise there. I like it in the regard of, can Reese do that on a nightly basis? Yes, but on paper, this is not exactly a matchup I would like to pick on. So, it's if you had to ask, I would say 60-40 in favor of it being a yes, but if it was a different team, I'd be like, hell yeah, we're playing that.
Alrighty.
Yep. Let's see. But I'm not mad at it. I will say I think it's pretty solid. I would not be surprised to see Reese with a bounce back scoring performance, because she should have had a lot more points than what she did this last game. She missed at least 3 or 4 easy walk up layups. Some a little contested, I'll give her that, but some of those were just factually she bricked it, completely missed. So I do expect a little bit of a bounce back there, assuming she doesn't get into foul trouble.
Big Angel. She going to shoot some threes this time?
No. It's funny you say that too, because that was something I know we were low key kind of high on this last game. We did get it for an official play, but I saw her, Grinder, Kiki, and I think there was one other person that we had 3-point props for. None of that was available.
Yeah, and Stewie stayed under, and Asia actually hit 2 threes. That was the other one. Asia actually shoots threes. I'm going to stay away from that one, but there's a few in that first game that were real funny. Kiki, she attempted a couple. Angel didn't even attempt one. I don't think Griner did either.
Griner may have attempted one, but yeah, I mean, those are pretty well sweat-free.
I love those. Give us more of those. Come on, bookies, give them back. That Angel Reese is hilarious. Give it back.
All right, so at least for right now, again, this is early, and I know you got a hard out at, 10 till, right?
Mm-hmm, got like 20 minutes.
Okay. Well, let's just kind of game theory, a couple things, a few things that still stand out on the radar. Again, not that mad at Stewie's under threes. I mean, this is pretty well the same thing every game, 3 to 4 attempts at best, and we saw her hit one real early last game, and it didn't even come close to it. But I will say 2 props that were really interesting. The threes again, but her rebounding is still really interesting. I'm kind of surprised books have not moved her up from 7.5. I mean, she had 10 and 9 this last game, which this last game kind of surprised me because Washington has been so stout in the paint, but still able to get 9 rebounds. And yes, I think a big factor is JJ's been in foul trouble the first 2 games. So there is that to consider. But still, with minutes, I mean, she's playing insane amount of minutes right now. Overall usage rating has been pretty stout. Had a 40% rebound rating in both of the games thus far. And this matchup looks pretty soft. Portland, not exactly that formidable down low. We saw Cardoso this last game absolutely thrash them inside the paint. So this could be a pretty similar situation, but I do worry that Portland maybe gets a little bit more of a reality check this game. I mean, New York is not fucking around. That team is so good. It's unbelievable. But the home court advantage could help out a little bit more. But I do like the rebounding aspect. I mean, they gave up a lot of offensive rebounds this last game. Overall, they gave up the second most rebounds total, just behind Minnesota. So there is something there. Again, Louisa and the surrounding company, not that big. You got 6'4", basically as their max height. So I do like JJ, but she's at 8.5, so that is about a point higher than what I want to pay the price for. And she comes with the foul trouble, whereas Stewie just doesn't come with any foul trouble. So I do have some interest in that, but the only thing kind of giving me slight bit of pause here, we did see Rebecca Allen possibly coming back. She's been working from, I think, a leg injury, if I'm not mistaken. And then Phoebish and Sabali should be coming back sometime in the near future. But if Rebecca Allen's back, I might pump the brakes on that a little bit because she will play some minutes behind Stewart. But if she's still out again, I think that's at least worth a look.
Yeah, I was looking at 6.5. 0.7x, not terrible either.
Yeah, I saw that as well, which, I mean, I think is still fair, given it maybe somewhat of a smaller slate, smaller overall player pool to work with. That one's not bad. 0.7. We could make that work. I mean, even worst case scenario, you got 2 alts here for 2.1. If you have any kind of boost, which I think today there was a 30% on Underdog.
Yeah, definitely use that on those type of plays. Man, give us those alt unders, E. What's up, man? What are they doing?
I don't know, my compadre. Was really hoping we would get something, especially with having an extra day of rest in between. But they have at least, which is something, you and I were talking about right before we hopped on here. Traditionally, they do not give PR and PA alts, but they are already. So that is kind of interesting. Mm-hmm. This is normally not really something they ever do.
That can help. That can definitely help us. because that has been something we've liked off and on and had to play on a different site because of it. So that's kind of cool. But, man, we know those alt-overs, maybe because they're women, they know. Sexist. John says, do we like ATRA or PRA for tomorrow? Do we like any AT? I know her lines are high as can be.
Yeah, I mean, they're unbelievably high. The RA is, 18.5? Man, that's insanely high.
Mm-hmm. She can get there, but that's not fun. I don't know. Trying to go over on plays like that is like, you got to cheer for her to just continuously, doing AT stuff the entire game. She messes up for one quarter, you're out. So that's the scary part about plays like that. I hate chasing that.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the RA, I don't know if I'm necessarily sold about. She is getting a little bit more active on the glass, but we also saw even this last game, Mac had a very underwhelming performance on there. So, it's something that every given night we're basically going to have, her competing with Mac and Bonner for rebounding, because Bonner's also, unfortunately, been quite a nuisance on the glass. Mm-hmm. Now, there could be some case to be made for the PA because you are getting it on a smaller scale discount. But again, you're still kind of relying on AT to get you 18 to 20 points basically here. So I don't love it. I might like the 24.5 a little bit more here, honestly. But AT is unbelievably high, like really, really high.
Agreed.
Or you can just say, screw it, play the PR, and let it ride, and hopefully she gets a triple-double.
Yeah, she could, but nah. No need.
Let's see. Who's another one I was looking at? Oh, yeah. Allisha Gray. I know she's going to be a fairly popular take. Now, Gray is interesting. I do think there's something to be said, anytime she plays her former team, she likes to really get up for these games. But we didn't really see much of Ryan Howard this last game. I will say she was pretty passive. The team as a whole scored a lot, so she didn't really have to. Also, Naz Hillman had a hell of a game, which, subject to change, she could still have a pretty reasonable game. But Howard was quite passive this last game, and that's not something she's really going to let happen too often. But Gray, pretty interesting. I will say the assists, her playmaking was pretty middle of the pack on the team, right?
Say again? Oh, her assists?
Yeah.
Yeah, her potentials. Yeah, she was at 6. I want to say. Let me double check that. I
believe behind Canada and Howard.
I think so. Howard had 10. Canada 11. Reese 7. And Gray 6. Yep.
Oh wow! So even behind Reese as well.
Yep.
Yeah. So no surprise there. I don't want to lean into her assist upside. I think the points are fine. Season or all last season, she was pretty well.
She is chucking. She didn't care. What was she like? 1 for 10 from 3? She just.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
She was 0 of 6 to start the game and just kept pulling.
Kept shooting. It doesn't matter. Didn't she win a 3-point contest? Very surprisingly, she won 3-point last year. Yeah, so
yeah.
She knows. I think once you win a 3-point contest, no one's going to tell you to not shoot. So she's just going to keep shooting all season.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not too mad at her lines, honestly. I think they're fair. The fantasy maybe a little bit more so because she could definitely get a lot more steals in this matchup. But honestly, if I'm going to play anything, probably just the 15 plus. You can find them on the books. You can get it here on Underdog as well.
That is not bad. That is not bad. She should definitely score 15. Definitely is a terrible word to say when you're investing in sports, but definitely it's the wrong word. But that gotta have an 80% feel to it. She's gonna shoot so many times. Dallas too? Come on.
Yeah. So, that one being as an option, or the other one I was looking at was this 19.5 PR, which was pretty much, I believe, for about the same payout. Or we getting 0.72 for this, and then the PR was it's even better, actually. That's why I liked it.
You like her rebounds?
I think there's enough there to still warrant some exposure to her potentials. But I mean, even still, if she gets us 3 rebounds here, I could still totally be fine with that.
I see 2 offensive rebounds last game and 6 defensive rebounds. Wow, 8 rebounds, huh?
Yeah, she's pretty active.
I hate rebounds against. I was just gonna say I hate relying on rebounds for players like this. I hate relying on rebounds in general, unless it's I guess Angel or one of the big down low players. But I could see it definitely working out, right? Dallas shooting threes, Gray getting boards. Yeah, makes sense.
And I mean, you can see here from last year, she was extremely active. I mean, she averaged 5.5 rebounds a game. So we are getting this 4.5 at a nice little discount. And I mean, at least from what we saw this first game, some of that is still there. Maybe she doesn't get 8, but she could easily get 4 or 5.
And then it gives you that option too. Just another stat can help. Hopefully it doesn't pull you down and she gets 2, but never know. She could get 8 again and then only need 12 points.
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. Or even go like 13-6, something like that, where she meets us in the middle. But I do like the overall hit rating we saw from last year. I mean, I think this line, at least now, I mean, seeing for a better payout, that makes me feel even better about it, honestly.
So it's 14.5 points or 19.5 boards. I mean, sorry, 19.5 PR.
Yeah. Which one do you like better?
Personally, I like the points better just because I don't want to rely on the rebounds, but that's just how I think. So I don't know if it's necessarily correct or not. Maybe there's no right answer here.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of feels tomato. There's only 3-game difference sample size, so I mean, it is pretty well there, but she's been solid on the rebounding.
We gotta kind of throw out. I know she did get 8 in the first game, but possibly, maybe, just Reese being on the team can pull her rebounds down just a tiny bit from last year. Could be wrong, but just something to throw out there to think about too.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, her and Hillman out there could be a menace on the glass. What did Kelsey Mitchell do? Just out of curiosity. I saw Clark had 5 rebounds in this matchup, and I'm just curious, how many did she have? She only had 3. Not too bad. But yeah, maybe we'll just go with the straight up points.
I like the points, bro. It just feels simple and easy. No need to think about her needing rebounds throughout the game. Could backfire, but to me, I don't mind that at all. We know the thing is 0.72 sounds disgusting when you're playing it by itself, but when you put 2 picks together on Underdog, and we will keep saying it through college basketball last year, the spot to play is Underdog 2 picks. 3.5x is so insanely different than 3x. So you can play those 0.72s and still get good value. Better than most books, to be honest.
Oh yeah, 100%. And you could probably even price shop around with this a little bit better. I mean, being able to throw like her 15 plus with New York money line, for example. I mean, that's minus 160. That's not too bad.
Yeah. What are the chances Portland wins? Not very high. Not very high.
Not very high.
That's actually a really good look, I think. Is Gray our favorite alt? But I mean, maybe what's that? Minus 160. It's really close to 11. I feel like if we could just get it down just a little bit, minus 230. We can look on other sites for that exact same 2 pick. I wonder if we can get it somewhere else a little cheaper. Don't know. Yeah, but
look at 365 real quick. Let's see. They have Liberty, worse odds.
Even silly sites like Sleeper now has team picks, so I'm not sure if you can combine one team pick with one prop, but
all right, so we got slightly better odds on Gray, slightly worse odds on New York.
Okay.
Also, side note, I don't know if these are up yet, but this game total, total for us, should be another banger. The Sparks and Indy game.
Yeah, we should definitely not rule those out. We should definitely look into those alt totals, especially on Props Builder. They are amazing odds, bro. I think they're better there on any other site. And they were like that for EuroLeague this whole entire season. It was making a killing.
So minus 162 here. I mean, pretty much about the same thing.
Okay.
We might be able to get this fine-tuned a little bit more, but yeah, I mean, honestly, Gray should be easy parlay piece with something else. I mean, hell, you could probably even go in here with like her whatever, her 15 plus, Miles 10 plus. Oh, they actually have that bumped up a little bit more. Wah. Okay, bad example.
It's funny.
But you get the gist.
Allisha Gray is such a up and down player from years past, but I don't know. Every year the new season begins, and I think somehow she's going to just be consistent. I have faith in her until she burns us this year, you know? Big Kev's here. What's up, bro? He says, where can we bet Olivia Miles for Rookie of the Year? I mean, who else is going to get it? Who's number one pick again?
Fudd.
Fuddy. Too many good players over there for her to be the Rookie of the Year, I would assume. Miles is number 2, right?
Was she?
I don't know.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Beast, man. Those goggles and the way she doesn't really. I mean, not to say that she doesn't care how she looks. I won't say that. That's not what I meant. But she just. You know the girly girls players that run around and they gotta look good. They got their eyelashes in. They're fun to watch and stuff. She seems like the player. Like, give me the ball, bro. I don't care about any of that. Just give me the ball. I'm going to the hoop.
Yeah.
Rookie of the Year. 18 likes, see?
Hey, let's go.
You looking for a Rookie of the Year thing still?
Yeah, I was trying to see if there was still something anywhere, but I don't think they have them up right now.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see it over here on Bovada either.
Oh no, our odds got worse over here. Somebody's watching.
Oh, that was quick. To make the playoffs, player specials. Yeah, I don't see Rookie of the Year.
That's okay. Let's see, we got about 5 more minutes and then we got a skedaddle.
Can you spell that?
Skedaddle? Isn't that a game?
I don't know. I want to say there's a K in it. SK skedaddle. And is it 2 D's or is that T's at the end? Skedaddle.
Double D's. Please and thank you.
Oh, double D's.
Yeah.
Okay, skedaddle.
See, so this is another thing, just random food for thought here. Her Reese double. Okay, so she obviously got this last game in a much easier matchup, but with the rebounding thing, man, it's weird that they made the odds for this even better than last game, given the matchup, and then somehow moved her rebounds up as well. So we have worse rebound line, better payout for the double. Head scratcher.
The double was worse than 0.76 last time.
I mean, it's 0.75, but still, I mean, the fact that this got better somehow after she gets there, and then they adjust the rebounds. And I think for the matchup, man, this is gonna be something. I would not be surprised to see her with like 16, 18 points, and then like 7, 8 rebounds.
Hey, might have to play that again.
It's going to be interesting because, honestly, I'm not really sure exactly how Dallas is going to play it on the other side. I mean, I would imagine Reese probably hangs out a little bit more, in the paint. But this last game was kind of weird, man. She was just standing at the 3-point line like every other offensive play. I mean, it was like they were afraid to have her go inside the paint and actually try and run some offense there. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense with her. I mean, she is not about that 3-point life. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're not it like that. Great inside the paint. I think perfect inside the paint. Naz Hillman is your perimeter shooter. Let her shoot.
Mm-hmm. Right.
we could see after this last game though that coach is going to have to make some kind of adjustment on that because, I mean, not a bad matchup. I mean, she should probably square off with Shepherd. I would imagine Alana probably takes Naz just because she's a little bit more of a stretch on the outside. But yeah, you're not getting much rebound action from Shepherd, and if Alana's out there shooting threes and she covers her, you're definitely not going to get any action there.
Right. Sean said he played a flex play of, he says Miles under assist, but he meant Sims under assist. So Sims under assist, Reese PR, and Miles over PRA. All right, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, I like it. We'll get a lot more of the secondary props tomorrow too. We should get that sometime early in the morning. You can also find, easy alts on here. I mean, Even Gray, for example, 2.3, slap a little booster on it, get that up pretty easily. McBride's props are also moving around a little bit. Oh, actually, Miles is moving around a little bit. Let's see, where are you going?
Miles should move around.
Oh, okay. Get this in while it's on here. This is going to go away.
It's up at 19.5 P. Oh, that's PR, not PA.
Oh, no, I'm tripping.
You're good.
But you can get at least this one for a 2.7, so it's still reasonable value and at least playable option.
3-time 3257's here. What's up, bro? He says, hello, everyone. Happy Monday. What is your favorite bet for today?
I'm just going to go ahead and lock that in right here. I already have it on Underdog, but I'm going to play it here too. We get Sims under 4 assists and Olivia Miles 19.5 points plus assists.
That's a nice one. Get
the official list going here. That way you guys can see our damage we did over the weekend. Had a really great first 3 days.
10-1. That's not good, man. You're supposed to be 11-0, dude.
Semantics. You can't be perfect all the time, but you can be great all the time.
Okay, that works.
Make sure if you guys are not a part of the Discord, please hop in. We're still running the 7-day free trials. No commitment. There's no nonsense like that. Come win some money with us. I know we also had a massive NPB weekend. Shout out Big Underrated.
Hi.
Oh, that was beautiful waking up to that.
Yes, sir. And I got a play today I like too. It is 20.5 outs for a player named Ito. His last name's I-T-O-H. Ito, maybe? Judge Ito. MPB. It is on Prizepicks and it is on... Oh, there you have it. On the screen there. Hiromi Ito. But I want to say Judge Ito. 20.5 outs. It sounds like a lot if you know about MLB, but MPB is different. These guys go out there and throw 120 pitches. So as long as he doesn't get blasted, he's going 7. I know that.
I like it. These guys have been really good to us, and especially in the games, they're not just getting lit up early. They go quite deep into the game. Some of them even pitch almost, the whole game, basically?
Oh, yeah. No, they go, like I said, 120 pitches if they're doing well. If they have 100 pitches and they're through 6-7 innings, they go, get right back out there, buddy. You're only at 100, Completely different. Completely different. And they rest for a full week. They don't rest for 4 days, so that's the difference, too. Different mentality.
Oh, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, nice. Yeah. So hit that, and also was able to shout out Big DZ, our soccer guy in the Discord, lighten it up with that. I know he had a lot of action going on today as well. So there's a plenty of sports and stuff going on behind the scenes. Make sure you guys check it out. Come be a part of the movement and come win some cash with us. But with that being said, we got to get out of here. Underrated's got an appointment or a date, or I'm not sure, but he's got to go. So we'll catch you guys in the Discord. Good luck, y'all. We'll catch y'all back tomorrow for the stream. All right? Peace.
I hate you.